Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Second Wind Pilates Plus. I'm going to make this a short sort of morning wake up invitation video for you today and just see what happens. We are going to be lying on the ground or surface area. And I'd like to work with this bolster. If you don't have a bolster like this, don't worry, just get a pillow or a couple of blankets. I just want to elevate your pelvis a little bit. We're going to open up our hips a little bit and our lower back and do some simple Pilates exercises with this support. And then after that, we'll take this out and repeat some of those things. So it's a way of loosening up your lower body before you start to deepen into the core muscles. Okay? All right. So we're going to start lying down. You're welcome to have a little bit of a pillow under your head. It's a bit awkward getting into this position, so take care of yourself when you do it. And it certainly doesn't have to be this high, but you'll notice that this foam roller is quite soft, so it does sink as I put my pelvis on the surface area of the bolster. Okay, so from here, I just want you to start to breathe in through the nostrils, as I always say, with lips gently closed. And then really let your heart center soften, which is a little difficult these days with the news. So I want this to be a soothing short practice for you this morning, alrighty? And I'm going to use it for myself as well. So we inhale, you can use your hands into your chest and heart center. And exhale through an open throat and mouth using the ah, ah, or ha sound. Ha. Waiting for the sinking feeling of the upper body. And your hands will sense that as you feel them, feel the exhale. So inhale through the nostrils. Exhale, release, and just sink into yourself. Sink into the support of the bolster and allow the body to start to feel like it's scooped. The rib cage's shape of the rib cage, the round back and wrap around shape of the rib cage is being exaggerated so that the front is concave and the back is convex. Alrighty? So hands can come here if you want, or you can put them on your belly. We're going to focus on belly breath a little bit now. So inhale through your nostrils, lips gently closed. And at the top of that, just allow the head, the top of the shoulders, like warm water running down your spine, letting it go. And exhale, releasing the neck. Nostrils open, sound, And you're going to start to feel the softening of your organs falling into the same cup-like shape of the bowl of your basin-like shape, bowl of your pelvis, the pelvic basin. Inhale to open. 2. And have fun and be curious now. And allow yourself to gently let go of feeling uptight and feeling tense, and just open up the space inside of you with your breath. Inhale. And exhale. So you do this until you start to feel a change and an increase in ease, even if it's a minor increase. Whatever God gives you, you accept. You're going to just float your knee up and take your hands to hold onto it. It's going to tilt the pelvis a little bit so the low back opens, and you're going to take the other one up. You may start to feel like I'm feeling like I'm falling off the bolster, so just adjust yourself over your blankets or pillow. You're going to hold the outside of your knee so that you're kind of creating a gap in the knee joint between the thigh bone and the shin so that you're not compressing the knee joint. Thumb is on the outside. And just let your legs open. You'll notice they're falling towards me, and the weight of my arms alone in position of the bolster helps me open my back space of my body and my inner groin pelvic floor. So here again, belly breath, heart center breath, whatever happens, nostrils open, mouth closed. Here we go, and inhale. And following out breath. expand, lengthen, create space on the inhalations, and throw it away and let go and be vulnerable on your exhalations. If this open position is a little too intense on you, just push your legs in with your hands and hold them a little closer together. So this is called open hammock. It's the image that you're lying in a rope hammock, and as you lie in a rope hammock, it's tiny until you put your body in, and then everything spreads. So the whole back space of your body from head to tail and left to right is widening. And then closed hammock is just very simple. You bring your legs towards each other, and you can interlace underneath your knees so that you have to work less hard, and just lie there with soft shoulders. Inhale, nostrils. Exhale, let go. And drop and soften your neck. And you're kind of allowing your face to melt into the back of your head. Imagine if you had a third eye, which you do, and your chakras, they're just coming back in along the length of the spine. So you're letting all your chakra energies, you can think of them as golden light balls, for the 7 of them, just letting them sink back in towards your spine. From here, you're just going to say hello to your feet and knees, and just take the shin bone up and down, and you'll feel pulling against the hamstrings. So you're just saying good morning, and you can alternate. You can flex your feet and point them, and just sort of gently soften heavy, heavy, heavy pelvis, gently saying hello to the legs. If it's too much for you not to be holding, then hold them. And if they're way out here and this is where you are, it doesn't matter. Just hold on so that the hip flexors don't have to work so hard. So you're just going to let the one leg go, interlace, drop the calf muscles on your knuckles, and on the elbows popped up slightly. And on the inhale, the body opens, so the leg, you keep it away a little bit so you have room to breathe in. And on the exhale, you drop again, shoulders, shoulder blades, back rib cage, lower back, pelvis, and you gently traction the leg towards you, and you're certainly not yanking at it. Wherever it wants to stop, you let it stop. And then on the inhale, you bring it away from you, the leg away from you a little bit so you can breathe in. And on the exhale, you breathe out before you move always. Movement rides on the flow of your breath, so get the breath flowing. And then the action. And your palms will sink into the flesh of your back of your legs, so allow yourself to do that. And inhale, 1, 2, and exhale, fall into the sound. Use the sound to release. And inhale, 1. And when in doubt, breathe more, make more noise, inhale more, exhale more. So these are called hip stirs, like stirring your hip. So now you're going to take the top of the knee and you're just making a circle on the ceiling, like a clock face. So you're going to go to 12 and 3 and 6 and 9. You exhale in 12 and 3 and you inhale 6 and 9. So notice I'm always prioritizing the breath. Inhale, 2, 3, movement rides on the flow of your breath. Exhale, and breath precedes movement. So it's not about the movement. It's about your breathing, and the movement kind of follows your breath pattern. So you can do this a number of times. You can make them smaller. Use the heels of your hands and your fingers to shape the motion so that the leg really is completely passive, changing directions. Exhale always towards you. Inhale away. Elbows slightly lifted, not super lifted. Exhale towards, and nostrils. And just tell your little hip to soften and let go of any tension. Really support the leg. Tell the leg that you're supporting it so the muscles around the hip joint can soften. And last time, exhale. You can do more of these than I'm doing with you. And then you're just going to exhale and bring it towards you. And this is going to tilt the pelvis posteriorly and open the low back a little bit more. And then just drop it. Okay, if you slid off a little bit, just get back on. Other side, interlace your fingers, thumbs on the outside, kind of like reins of a horse in the mouth of a horse. And this, you're guiding the horse's mouth, which is a gentle guide. Inhale, 2, 3, hip stirs on the left side. And allow the leg towards towards you. Inhale. And exhale. And you'll notice this one's not going to be as loose as the other one because you haven't done all the routine yet. So don't force, be patient, ask permission to come in, knock on the door and say, hi hip, I won't hurt you, and just guide your leg. Inhale away. And what are you prioritizing? Breathing. Exhale, falling out breath. Soften your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, throw it away like a wave. And inhale out and inhale away. 3 and 6. Exhale, cross the body slightly with your thigh and knee. 9 and 12. Inhale 1. 2. Exhale, circle 3. 4. Inhale, little circle with the knee on the ceiling. And make it the size that works for you, not my size, not someone else's size. Ask your body what she needs, what he needs to warm up, to be soothed, to feel wanted, to feel loved, to feel part of the gang. Just including your body in the center of your life. Exhale down into the groin, inhale away. And exhale. Changing sides, cross the body midline slightly and inhale away. And exhale, this should be easy on your shoulders, so you're not trying to do these massive motions. And exhale towards, inhale away, mid space. So you're living sort of the middle way, as the Buddhist would say, right? In non-extremes. Exhale in. And exhale towards. One more time. Away and towards. And just open the elbows slightly and bring it towards you and just feel, whoa, there's a little bit more there. And kerplunk. Now you're going to imagine you're a puppet and the puppeteer is a string on your knee and kerplunk. And it lifts the knee up to the ceiling and kerplunk. On breaths, inhale to prepare. Exhale to melt into your hammock. Feel the whole flow down the spine and it scoops. You can almost feel like the back of the leg going up and down. Inhale, stay. Exhale, don't move. Fall into your breath. Tell your left knee to go to the ceiling. Notice that your right foot stays earthbound. Inhale, last time. These are called thigh lifts. Exhale, fall into your back, fall into the pillow. Stay heavy, don't pop up. Knee floats up. Foot, you can notice, is on the ground on the other side. Inhale to stay. 2, 3, exhale, fall. Tell the left knee to go to the ceiling. Notice your right foot stays on the ground. And drop it. So the principle of stability, mobility states that which is moving is not more important than that which is stabilizing or grounded. And in this case, our entire back spine, pelvis and head and ribcage are grounded, as well as the opposite foot as the knee floats. And all you have to do is breathe out and mindfully connect into that open space, the heavy space, and let the other side go. Inhale deeply, bring the feet a little in. Exhale, find those 2 feet that you just slapped into the earth and stand on them. And just lighten up your pelvis off the bolster and then spread it back out again. Inhale. Exhale. Spread the horseshoe-like shape of your heels, the balls of the feet, inner thighs slightly down, outer ridge of the legs from your waist long. Inhale here. Exhale and feel like you are wrapping your hip bones and front ribs. And don't let the left side hip go. So you'll notice I'm off the bolster but not high. And stay up and float up. Lift and pucker the pelvic floor up the spine. Wrap the spine up. And you can do this a few times. If you need to pause in between, take that tailbone and stretch it long and slight curls so it's falling into your abdomen. The tail is curling up high to the ceiling, falling into your abdomen. Don't shove your ribs down. Let them melt down. I'm still up, and now I'm not. Take the legs in, and just give your low back a tiny bit of a rest into open hammock. My hands can be underneath, and you can also hold the shin bone underneath the kneecap. That will increase the stretch. How are y'all doing? Okay? I'm just going to keep going because I don't want your video to be too long, and you can come back to it and just save these little gems for yourself. Take a big breath in, exhale, and you're going to let that foot slide down, and wherever it gets, so you're not pulling at it. And this is a nice open stretch into the psoas and quadricep and inner thigh muscles at the top where it attaches close to the top of the thigh. So just notice the first stretch. Don't add a thing. Surrender, get into the space, get into the shape, into the pose, and just breathe out and let everything settle. Inhale, nostrils 1. 2, exhale. Falling out breath. So you can stay here as long as you want. If your leg's up here, it doesn't matter. It is where it is. That's the reality of it. Try not to make it do something it isn't. Just think of rolling the knee towards the sky, inner thigh slightly down, and then just, without this leg falling down at all, just think of sliding that heel just a little bit further away. And this is your new position. Inhale, exhale, and melt into the back bowl of the rib cage of the pelvis and torso. So it's really important that the back space of the lumbar spine is not up. So if the ribs are up, the lumbar spine is going to be up. That said, I don't want you to shove the ribs in. Just this position of the right leg curling the pelvis will keep that scooped dome-like shape of the back of the body to the extent that your body can do that today. It'll be different every day. And then you release the effort, slide the legs in, don't lift it up. Drop the other one down, take a big breath in. You can shake your boogie a little bit. Float the other one up. Inhale deeply, elbows open, and let this leg fall towards you, bringing the pelvis with it, and just let this leg go wherever she wants to go, he wants to go, and breathe in deeply. 2, 3, exhale, fall. And you can stay there a little longer if you want. Rotate the kneecap to the sky, inner thigh slightly down. This won't be easy. It'll move minimally, and slide that leg away a little bit and take a nice breath in, and then weight the leg in that position. Let it settle. Let your organs, tummy muscles settle. Feel the bolster holding the back of your pelvis. And a couple of big breaths here. And release. What's the least you have to do to be here? New concept. Slide, slide. Stand on your feet, shake your boogie. This is called paint can. And drop. Thigh lift 1, thigh lift 2. Hands here, inhale. Shins more or less parallel to the floor. Inhale, deep, that double thigh lift. Exhale and take the top of the foot away. Single leg stretch. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, bring it back. Hug the legs together. Exhale, 1, hollow 2, hollow 3, wrap pelvic floor up. Inhale, exhale. Nostrils, huge breaths just because you're moving it. I want you to shut your breathing down. The timing of the legs follows your breath, not the other way around. Inhale, at least not for now. Inhale. Exhale. Hip bones narrow, ribs draw to hips, hips draw to ribs. Hug and feel the priority of the length of your spine. Don't jam it up. Inhale, create spine and space in each vertebrae length. Exhale. Inhale. Tops of the feet, scissors. Hold not your hamstrings, not the back of the knee, the calf. Elbows are up, so it's a beautiful round shape in your arms. And press the back of the thigh down and the whole top of the leg past your toenails. And don't bring it down here, nice and long. Stretch long as if you're standing. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 1. And stretch the back thigh goes down as the top body of the leg goes out Back thigh goes towards the floor behind you as the top leg goes long down to your foot. Inhale, hold onto your pelvic floor, slowly control your core. Exhale, 1. And stretch. 3. And inhale, 2. 3. Inner thigh slices down. Top of the leg long, back of the leg behind. Don't let your pelvis go with you. Inhale, 2, 3. You can do it with flexed feet or pointed. And open that space of the spine, waist, hip. Inhale, hold the pelvic floor. Exhale. And to the left. You'll notice my feet go like this. Okay, so the pelvis doesn't move. Inhale to the right. So the right foot is beyond the left foot slides on the inner arch of your foot so that your hips move. Your legs move, but your hips don't. Exhale, hold on to your core and melt into it. Mostly sink. Sink back in space. Curl that tail long and around like an avatar's tail. Ooh, all the way in. So you can do this at home, and you can also do little circles. So you're sliding your big toe knuckle into the inner arch every time you go around and the other way. And if you need to bend your knees, you bend your knees, right? You take care of yourself. If you need a little guiding, put your hands on your knees outside, doesn't matter. Just challenge yourself a little bit. And inhale, open, 2, 3, exhale, hug, 2, 3. Inhale, open, 2, 3, exhale, hug the whole body. Inhale, open, exhale, narrow. Here we go, open, exhale, narrow. Last time, open, lift your pelvic floor, exhale, narrow. And just wiggle yourself off, head up, inhale. Hold on if you're having trouble with your neck. Exhale, 1, 2 choices, 2, 3. And notice where I am, 45 degrees, I'm not bringing it down here. Nice and high to stay scooped in that lower body and scooped in the upper body. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, and X, 2, 3, and X, 2, 3, and X. I'm not really exhaling, you are. Inhale, now I'm breathing in. Now I'm exhaling. Good, scissors. And again, stand on that floor. See the bolster's my floor. And long in the lower leg, inner slide, sitting bone reaches down to the bolster so you don't hike your hip. All this nonsense, all these fancy little tricks. But if you do them, holding the calf, not the knee, not the hamstring, even if you can barely reach it, I want you to try and find it. And settle that thigh bone into the back of the pelvis. Settle the thigh bone into the back of the pelvis. Here we go, hold your head. And just a little twist. Pull the knees in towards your heart center. And a little peeling of the pelvis off so you're using your core muscles to keep the shape of the scoop. Good. Inhale deeply. Exhale, stand down. Shake at your bum. So keep it low. You can't shake it super high. It'll just go into the lower back and pop. Slide the legs out. If you still have your bolster, this is a wonderful moment in time. Something you get to look forward to. And here you go. You can let your hands rest on your belly or on your sides. If your hands are up on your tummy or ribs, it's easier on your shoulders. And breathe out. Thank you. Thank you, body. Thank you, air. Thank you, morning, sunshine. Let's give some prayers to all of the people on pain, who are in pain. And the devotion of everybody, including ourselves. Inhale. Hands on your heart. Connecting to your heart. The eyes are closed down, but they're going, your attention is down into your heart. And release. So that's it for today, gang. I hope you have that to keep and be useful for you. Have a lovely day. Namaste. Stay well.